So this is me setting the rate. Now, if I've got there's a try catch around it because there could be a case where the rate's not found. Okay. Now remember, you've got to send back. Let's see. What I'm going to do is do a send to all that E. That's what I'm going to do. So if a rate exception is found, it's not going to throw it. It's going to send it as a serialized message back to the message queue, and the UI is going to handle it. It's probably going to say something like, "Hey, stupid, there's no rate for this terrible credit score that you have." That's the rate. Got the rate already. Now, got to figure out the payment. I'm going to say LQ dot set payment, and that payment is going to be equal to, good grief, that's rate DOL dot get payment. The doubles, the rate is, what is the rate? The rate is get rate, which is LQ dot get D rate divided by 12, comma, N, which is the number of payments. That is LQ dot get number of payments, get term. There it is. I think that's 15 or 20 years, so you're going to have to multiply it by 12 to get the number of payments. Present value is LQ dot get amount, and future value should be 0. I don't think we put this in here. Get future value. There's no future value, so that's just 0. And that's false because I didn't take out the compounding stuff in this class. That's out of scope. This thing will set the payment. Set the rate. Set the payment. Payment is set. Rate is set. Now I also have the income and expenses in that LQ, I believe, right? So if I look at LQ, I've got expenses and I've got income. So I can put that PITI garbage in here, right in this place right now. We'll go back to that. Message received, determine, blah, 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 blah. Yep. Done. Okay. I like to, right there, I'm going to say to do deal with PITI and payment. So I'll come back to that one. This thing is going to return back that correct message. Absolutely. Positively. All right. So how do I test this guy? I guess I could send in. Nah, don't worry about you testing this one. We're going to test it with the real program. All right. So that's the server, which is like 99% there, and the client. This is where probably you spend most of your time. It's a little tricky getting in and out of Scene Builder. If you don't mind, I'm going to put up this on my other screen, which you're not seeing, but it's the specs for the fields that I wanted. I asked for labels and text fields and column boxes and all kinds of cool stuff. So let's go. There's an anchor pane there already. Easiest way to do this, and this is going to be quick and dirty, is a container for a grid control. Grid pane. There it is. And we're going to stretch. And before I do that, I'm going to stretch up that anchor pane. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to make it so. There we go. Minimum width is. That anchor pane is about as big as a dot right now, so it can't be seen. There it is. All right, so let's make this bigger. Right on. All right. And I'll take that grid pane, stick it right in there. And there we go. Align it that way. Make it like that. Awesome. So I've got labels for credit score, for income, for expenses. Let's start with the labels. Containers, controls, labels. Label 1. And again, I'm not making this artful. This is just going to be as fast as I can do it. I'm going to insert row after. Row below. There you go. Below. It's going to. Stupid thing doesn't resize. Let me do it like that. So we resize it. There we go. Before, after. Okay. Below. See, that should be good enough with this. So I'm going to say label label. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 labels. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more, 6, 7, 6, 7. And I'm going to go up right up to the text and say, this one is for credit score. This one is for, yep, there we go. That one is for income. This one is for expenses, I believe, yeah, expenses. Next one is for credit score. Credit score. Next one is for house cost. And term is this one. And this one's a label that says your mortgage payment. So once this is all done, this is going to show your mortgage payment. Sweet. Okay, over on this side, on the credit score, this is a text box, text box, text box instead of comma box. I may cheat and just use the text box for now. We'll do the comma box later. And the trick is these have to be named and you'll see. All right. Let me go back over to my controller file. That's this guy. And I give my to-dos. There we go. Save. Edit XML. Private. Text box. TXT income. Next. FXML. Private. Text box. TXT expenses. And FXML. Private. Text box. TXT credit score. And FXML. Private. It's text box, TXT house cost, FXML private. I think I remember this. Let's do comma box labels. All right, I'm gonna say text box private term. Okay, and then labels for the controls. I don't care about the other labels, but I care about the mortgage amount label. Mortgage payment amount. How about that? Payment amount. Okay. Done, 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 done. There's going to be a button here somewhere that says calculate. FXML. Private. Button. Calculate. That's good to me. Got to import all these things. Text box, import. Got to make sure you pick the right one. Anything to do with the scene or JavaFX, that's the one. You bitch. I wanted to see text box. Is it text box or text field? Let's see, this says text. There it goes. Text area. No. Alright, you. What is the thing now? Is it text field? Figures. Text field. There it is. Alright, so that. Label figures itself out. That should be in scene. Button. Scene. Radio then. We'll go back and do this in a second. I'm going to go to the scene builder, close it, save it. Go back over to the client, refresh. Refresh. There we go. Open up scene builder again. The reason why I do that is I want to make sure I pick up the, you'll see, over in credit score. If I get a code, I just, credit score. What is this thing? That is a text field, right? Where's the hierarchy? That's a text field. I should see my thing over there. Maybe my controller's not right. Mortgage controller. I want to select that. Save it. No. I'm going to refresh the whole project. Did I save? I didn't save. That's why. Duh. Okay. Save it. Refresh it. There we go. Open up with scene builder. Ta-da! That one is credit score. control. Text field, excuse me, is a control. There it goes. Done. Income. Text field is a control. Expenses. Text field is a control. Credit score. I didn't put up credit score out there. Did I miss credit score in the control row? Probably did. No, it's there. TXT credit score. Try again. Did I screw this one up? Are you? Oh, well, why don't I have credit score their choice? What did I do? All right, I guess it's not credit score. Used to enter credit score. Labels. Okay, this wasn't there. Not this one. Sorry, I'm doing this in the morning. House cost. Text field. Done. Under code. House cost. Done. Text field. Term. Again, I'd rather have the comma box, but just trying to make this get going. Mortgage payment. Mortgage payment. That's not a text field. That's going to be a label. That's not going to be a type. Like it's going to be a message back. That is label mortgage payment. Okay. Credit score. That's this. There's credit score, and now we're going to have finally a button called calculate. I'm going to call it this, that, and it's going to be called BTN calculate. Ta-da. And that is going to call calculate payment. Simple as that. Close this guy, save it. Refresh. Refresh. There we go. If I run, let's see what happens. It ain't pretty, but there it is. This says label. I don't like the word label there, so what happens is when you put up a label with no text, it automatically puts the text label in the label. So we'll go to label, get rid of that text. Okay, this to do, go out of here. Okay, when the client pushes the button, new loan request, I'm setting the loan request to that. Now, I'm setting the loan request, but I didn't set any of the stuff in the loan request. That's got to be done. So, we've got to parse out the stuff that's in the fields, right? So, if I say, what is A? A is the action request. I don't care about that. Loan request. LQ. I care about LQ. I say LQ dot set credit score equals to TXT credit score get text. Yikes. Okay, so get text and string ain't gonna look that. So it has to, you have to do something to change that text into a double. So I'm gonna say double parse parentheses. Get rid of that garbage and boom. Okay. Feeling again. What is it saying now? It's saying can't. I get that right. Parse double. See if I'm missing one of these guys. Okay. Set I credit score. Oh shit! It's not a double. It's a integer. Integer. Dot parse int. There it is. Better yet. That'll do it. Okay. I need to give it the credit score. I need to give it the income. Income. And that's coming from, again, that one is double. Double parse. And that is txt income dot get text. I gotta give it the expenses, right? LQ set expenses, and that's a double, parse double. Coming from txt expenses, get text. Now, frankly, you should be putting a try catch around this. Let me pause this. I'll come back to another one. Be right back.